It on the rebroadcast, we had to plug in after midnight. That's what happens around here. We have to plug in after midnight because the phone has been in use for so long throughout the day that when you start to do your Periscope after midnight, it just drains your battery. Hi, welcome back. Good people in the room so far. I see people entering that I recognize, and that's always good. Give yourselves a round of applause for being smart enough to be here. Hello, how are you? So, I didn't really have a good name for this broadcast, so I decided to use an emoji. And hey dude, how you doing, Finagle? Good to see you back. I didn't have blood work. If I did have blood work tomorrow, I would be drinking right now too. Dr. Hank, you know what? It's probably not a good idea to have any trace alcohol in your bloodline if you're having blood work tomorrow. But I think you could probably get away with just a sip, just a little bit. Chill hooligan, how are you? So it's after midnight, and we're scoping. Thank you for the hearts. And we're having discussions about anything that you want to talk about. We can talk about anything. I tried to read every I tried to read every Captain Mo. I tried to read every comment, and that's a goal of mine. I feel quite disappointed when the comments slip me by, and sometimes they lead to very random thoughts, and sometimes they lead to very specific thoughts. So you never really know what you're going to get. Last time I had wine and they took some blood, they said my kidney tested high for failure. Well, okay, I can see. Hi, Jesse Riley. Welcome back. I know you had an interesting night tonight. It's good to see you here. Hey now. So it is cold and it is windy and it is after midnight and we are plugged in. Be right back. Okay, sounds good. I figured out a way to heart even faster for you. Awesome. I love faster hearts. Wasn't that an explosion? It was an explosion. You are so creative. Okay, I'm watching. Oh my gosh, I'll do it again. Okay. Oh, here it comes. Are you double tapping? I wonder if Siegfried and Roy ever thought about breeding some hybrids like Ligers. That is actually a really good question. I don't know if Siegfried and Roy ever bred anything other than tigers. Wow, Jess, that is a heart explosion. I like it. Thank you. Thank you for those hearts. Siegfried and Roy, that's a great topic. Let's stick on that topic for a while. Siegfried and Roy. First of all, let me say, I'm double tapping. You're on to all the tricks, you sexy beasts. I am, Jesse. Let's say that Siegfried and Roy never went through a sex tape. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm not 100% certain about that. There could be a Siegfried and Roy sex tape. And now, of course, I'm going to find it and I'm going to encourage the friends that I know to see if that has ever happened either. Have a good night. Will do, Jesse Riley. You do the same for yourself. Have a great night. But Siegfried and Roy could possibly have had a sex tape. Back. You're back. Hi. Welcome back. We'll just call you Charles. Welcome back, Charles. In fact, when you put your comment back in, I'm going to follow you. There we go. Oh, that's Ask Dr. Hank. I'm going to follow you too. And back, I'm following you as well. I'm your second follower back. You're welcome. Fit joined. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Yay, I'm your second follower. Isn't that fun? It's fun to have followers. Is it true they own the Mirage? No, that is not true. Scott Haney 111, how are you? No, but they are very wealthy, and they probably have stock in the Mirage. I wouldn't doubt that. And they still own the habitat that's there and the Siegfried and Roy garden. They still have a huge stake in that. That is that's funny though. I never heard that they own the Mirage. That's a new rumor. I've heard many rumors about Siegfried and Roy, including the one. This one actually will interest you, Doctor. I went to the Garden. I wasn't amazed. No, if you were lucky enough to see Siegfried and Roy on stage, their stage show was actually incredible and amazing. But let's stick to that Siegfried and Roy story. I just told this recently to a good friend of mine who had never heard it. And it's pretty interesting, intriguing discussion. So Siegfried and Roy came here and they first worked at the Frontier, and they were selling out every night. I mean, sold out audiences night after night after night. And they got the contract to go and move to the Mirage. And this was back in the 80s. And there was some belief that Roy actually had contracted AIDS. And like we talked about a little bit earlier back in the last scope, that was a time when AIDS was definitely a death sentence, not the same as what it is today. So because they were an Ivan Feld production, as the rumor goes, and this is allegedly, they took a break for a year because Roy was very sick. And during that break, they actually replaced the original Roy with his body double, who moved in and took over the show so that Roy could recuperate and get better, which unfortunately never happened. And the rumor is, again, allegedly, that the real Roy passed away in the 80s of AIDS and was replaced by his body double that was used in the show. And that they continued on being Siegfried and Roy with another Roy once they got to the Mirage. So that's an interesting story for you. Again, it's allegedly. That's way too magical. I know. And it's only something that you hear in the inner magic circles. It's not public information. There's no information about it on the web. You just have to know people that know people. But if you think about it, the Ivan Felds and the Felds produced the Ice Capades and the Ringling Brothers Circus, and they had multiple shows. So they definitely were in it for the money. And the theory makes sense. Did they ever come out as being together? That's a really great question. I'm not 100% certain that they ever officially did. And rightfully so. I don't think that they ever really were. Obviously, they played up a certain angle of being a couple, but they definitely had, extra relationships with other people. That's for sure. It's obvious that they are partners, but did they make it official? Again, it's not as obvious as what the public perceives. Again, they weren't really a couple, even though they were partners. They weren't really a couple. They did have times where they were very, close with each other, but they were not in any sort of monogamous relationship to where they couldn't be with other people as well. Mert59 Kaya, how are you? Welcome. Did I do it? Oh, now I have to look. Oh my gosh. Siegfried and Roy was one who developed the show. Roy was just the sex symbol. True. I'm looking at my profile. I did it. I'm at 30,256. Thanks, guys. Oh, that's an achievement. That's a milestone. It is a milestone. Wow. Thank you for the hearts. Cleared 30,000 hearts today. That's awesome. That's fun. Yay, party. I'll drink to that. Thank you, Rose. I'll drink to that. That's great. You guys are awesome. So much fun. Finagle, we're celebrating. We did it. I hit 56,000 on my other scope before Periscope disabled the account. Dr. Hank, why would they disable it? We did it, Finagle. We broke the 30,000 mark. Yay! I'm gonna toast. Here's to all of you for making that happen. Big cheers from Sherlock Green to you. Awesome. I don't know why they would disable your account unless you were doing things. Cheers. Cheers. Prost. I got 700 people in one broadcast by freeze framing a naked girl. Well, that would probably do it. That would do it. They must watch. They must really watch and make sure that nobody's doing the freaky or the nasty on there. I think they shut it down because of piracy. Yeah. I did see that some people were getting shut down if they were periscoping Taylor Swift, which I don't think is ever going to be a problem for me. Wow, we're not stopping at 30 grand, are we? We're going all the way. We're going to do 40 and then 50 and then 60. Oh man, New Year's Eve will probably break 100. It'll be awesome. They shut me down, but I got invited to broadcast of people having live sex. Not you, but yeah, the last UFC. Oh, right on. Yeah, I'm sure. Absolutely. They take that shit seriously. And the NFL games, too. You know, people just showing their screen on NFL. You can't show football games on anything. You can't rebroadcast. KRC 94 in the house. Hi, how are you? So I want to plan a regular night for my Periscopes to where I can open up the portal and I can have people come in kind of like in a, group setting. And if you're not aware, if you haven't watched my broadcast before and you don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about the portal, so you know the only count 500 per. Yeah, I do know that. Sets of 500. You're right. I do know that. But the portal is something that I open up on occasion, and I welcome viewers into my Periscope. And I do this using Google Hangouts. And I've got an area set up on my website where when the portal is open, and it's not open right now, but when the portal is open, you guys can actually use your Google account to come into my Periscope and be part of the conversation. And I would love to have some great conversations regarding things like the UFO discussion that we had last night, the stories of the NOAA returning in the El Nino. This was classic stuff, and really dug the content that was coming in last night. And then we found the Prometheus and Bob this way. Being really engaged in the audience, I think, is a good thing. I still need to learn how to end the call on Hangouts. It's that red button, Rose. there's just like a regular phone call. You know, I'm sorry, Doctor, I missed your comment there, but yes, Hangouts is the portal. Noah eating balls. I remember. I was laughing so hard. I was watching the rebroadcast. I couldn't remember which one. Have I tried Blam I Am yet? No, nothing. I don't do the Facebook. I don't do the Instagram. I do have a Twitter, but I really don't use it that much. And I do the Periscope. I really like the Periscope. The Periscope is, it's my favorite. I kind of have an addiction to it. I have an addictive personality anyways, but the Periscope is fun. You're right, Finagle. It is fun. And it's equally as fun to broadcast as it is to watch. I really enjoy watching other people's broadcasts too. Blab I Am is like Periscope, but 4 people can broadcast in one broadcast plus the chat. Interesting. I kind of do that. That's what the portal is. When I get it connected and it's all set up, it works really well. And we can have up to 10 people in the portal at any given point in time. Rebino PZMB, hi, welcome. Welcome to the chat. It's after midnight, so we had to plug in the snake and the cord. Oh, nice. Yes, it is nice. Oliver Hernandez, welcome. How are you? We've had some really interesting times. And if you go to SherlockGreen.com and watch the Borg in the portal, that was one of my favorite particular nights. The Borg was in the portal playing his guitar. I didn't get it at first, but now I see the appeal. Right on. Good. Borg. Yes, the Borg was in the portal, and you can watch that entire video where he plays his guitar. It was quite amazing. At SherlockGreen.com, just hit on the on-demand or go into the green room, and I've got a bunch of different weird. PETA is shutting down the SeaWorld. I didn't hear that. Huh. Interesting. I didn't hear the SeaWorld thing. So, and that's also where the portal doorway is. When I do have the portal open, you can go to SherlockGreen.com and click on live. And if you have a Google account, then you can enter. Thanks, Pam Anderson. Wow. I was so in love with Pam Anderson. Oh my goodness. Baywatch. Man, back. How you doing? Lots of really interesting stuff in the world today. No more killer whale shows at SeaWorld. Thank you, Blackfish, the movie. These tease killers with good, those SeaWorlders. JJ Med, food. That's all. I didn't eat tonight. I never ate anything. Maybe I should have food. I don't think it's probably too late to deliver. Maybe I should make my mozzarella balls. I was going to do it December 15th, but maybe I could push it up a notch. What's in your fridge? I do have some chicken stuff. Siegfried and Roy sleep with their animals, and no one is saying anything. Mozzarella balls. I'm thinking that's a good idea. No, I don't really think that they sleep not sexually with their animals. I do believe that Roy did sleep with his tigers, but I don't think sexually. I hate typing without buttons. Your wife cute? Is your wife cute? Is your wife cute? Your wife cute? I don't have a wife. I have an ex-wife. I do have an ex-wife. And she's not cute. Anyways, back to the food conversation. I think the mozzarella balls may be in order. That could possibly be the case, because I didn't eat anything, and I was going to do the mozzarella balls on December 15th. Mine's a 9, right on. Good thing it wasn't an 8, because then, or maybe urinate. Urinate. Your wife's a 9, but urinate. Urinate. Sometimes I do these jokes for myself. That's how it works. Got it. Just watching 26. Got it. I didn't have to spell it out. I'm so glad. Hear any weird noises when you saw hear any weird noises when you saw weird nonsense? Yeah, I hear weird noises. You know what? Let's see the fridge. All right. Well, then I got to move. Okay. 2 minutes. Not even. A minute or less. Matt, 657. How are you? The fridge hasn't changed much. It still has the same stuff in it it's had all month. Shadow puppets. Coming. They're coming. If you follow around holidays, around Christmas time, probably Christmas Eve will be the big shadow puppet show. I'm working on it. I've been studying YouTube. Get a little more juice in the battery first. I know, right? Because it's really low. Like a garbled fax machine-like noise. Yeah. Thanks for those green hearts. Yeah, like a garbled fax machine noise. Yes. I often wonder where it comes from. The other night I was hearing beeps, and I couldn't figure out where on earth these beeps were coming from. That was really, really bizarre. Yeah, I think the mozzarella balls are in full effect tonight. I think that's going to be my dinner. My friends perform in the show Absinthe in Las Vegas. Of course, I know that show very well. I know many of the people in that show. This is a fantastic show. Absinthe is absolutely wonderful. Beeps, smoke detector? No, was not a smoke detector. I heard something really strange once. They tap dance. I know who you're speaking of. The tap dancers are great. Not a fire alarm, just strange beeps. Twin tap dancers, I know exactly who they are. Midnight snack? Yes, the midnight snack is going to be mozzarella balls. And when you see how I make these, you're going to be blown away. This, oh man, I've never made them before. So it's a completely experimental midnight snack. But I think it's going to work. I hope it's going to work. If it doesn't, between your legs, my mozzarella balls between my legs. um, Possibly I might put one if they're warm between my legs. Dipping sauce. I'm sure I have something to dip my mozzarella balls in. Yeah, when I was little, I heard constant beeps that only came at night. They constantly changed in tempo. That's weird. They need to do a show, Real Housewives of Las Vegas. I think they're working on one, actually. I think that's a possibility. They did kind of like a spin-off on TLC. Never found out where they came from. Was it maybe fire alarms too? You know, when the batteries go dead? Possibly. Maybe that's what it was. Or was it a different tone? Sin City Rules. That's what it was. A bunch of Vegas women that they followed on TLC for a while. I think it only had one season. Sin City Rules. Oh, thanks for the hearts. That's awesome. But Vegas could definitely have a Real Housewives show. That's for sure. It's not too far off, I think, from them actually doing one. Don't think so. Sin City, the comic, also rules. Yeah, there's some good comedy in this town. Comedy shows. The comedy club at the Tropicana is really good. Where else? At the Harmon Theater. Harmon Theater is a good place too for good comedy. Now, these mozzarella balls, guys, I'm going to tell you, it's completely experimental. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but if it does work, it is going to be oh so delicious. And then you're going to watch me put one between my legs because it's warm. Thanks for the viewer requests. Cheese balls. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's redo the Fireball song to be cheese balls. I'm on cheese balls. Brian 0125. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Wow, I'm watching those hearts and I'm like tripping out on where they come from. They like come from the bottom of the screen and just appear there. And then they have these like weird little things on the top of them. It's kind of trippy. But I love them. I have another friend who was a senator in Las Vegas. Harry Reid. Was that your friend? Harry Reid? Kelvin Atkinson. Don't recognize the name. Not at all. A state senator. Okay. Abercaraze. District 4. Okay. I had a friend that wanted to run for District 4. He never did, though. Yeah. Cheese Balls by Pitbull. This could be a new hit. This could be definitely an iTunes single. Love hearing you try to pronounce some of these names. I know it's terrible. I try to recognize how to say them, but I don't even understand sometimes, and I get so confused. But they all seem to work out. And I wish like it showed your name. That would be a lot. Wayland, Tennessee. Now that one was easy. I shall call you Shadowbeard. I like that. Bobby Boro Bobby. Hi. We get the gist. J. Dean MJ. Hi. Did you get your Patti LaBelle pie from Walmart? I have a Patti LaBelle pie? Huh? Wait a second. I'm confused. Where's the dabs at, man? Where the dabs at? Fresh out of the dabs tonight. They went quick, but it is going to be time to refill the dabs very shortly. I know. Boro Bobby. It's a sad, sad thing. But I do have mozzarella cheese balls I'm going to make, and that's going to cheer me up to an extent, you know. So I'm still yeah, I do have flowers. Thank you. Thank you for the concern. I appreciate that. And don't have many flowers left. Yeah, it's pretty good. Caviar Gold, the El Rancho Caviar. No dip. No, I do have some dipping sauce. I've got something that I can dip them into. Just a question of what I might, when you see how these things come out, they may be good enough to do without. Let me check that gold out. Well, it's in the package and everything else. Uh-oh, see, the battery is dead. I disconnected. But the packaging is great. If you have a tomato sauce and Italian spices, I do. I think I do. Let's find out what's in the fridge. But we'll look at the packaging for the Caviar Gold first, because Patti LaBelle released a pie at Walmart this past weekend. I didn't know that. Here it is. That's the good packaging right there. Warning, keep out of reach of children. I sure will. I will keep out of reach of children. Yeah. And I like their lava. I got some of that lava to the amber fire, which I really like. Thanks, man. Real stuff. Yeah, it is. It's good. I also like Corrupt's Moon Rocks. Those are way better, actually. Fridge time. That's right. Keep me on track here. Do I have marinara? What do we have behind here? Oh, look at this. Look at this. Yay! We got the mozzarella balls. Oh, we're having a good snack. Good midnight snack tonight. But I left the cigarette burning, and I left my Captain and Coke, and my battery's low. See, I couldn't even disconnect just for those couple seconds. I know it's so perfect. I'm so excited. Whew. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I made my great aunt some popcorn with the cannabis butter. Nice. She didn't know. That's funny, actually. The cannabis butter. Okay, so we're going to give just a little bit more charge to the phone here while I finish this cigarette. At least I have dip. And then we're going to do mozzarella balls tonight. It's going to happen because I can't wait anymore, and I didn't have anything to eat tonight yet. I was working hard. So tonight we're going to do the mozzarella balls. Fun. Munchies, absolutely. I am a total snacker. I love my snacks. Hairy mozzarella? Possibly. We could do some hairy mozzarella. I think I'm going to stop at the store in the morning. I've been inspired. Wait till you see how these turn out. When you see what I do, you will absolutely stop at the store. You will want this flavor sensation to sweep the nation right into your mouth. That is for sure. And I'm probably building them up because I haven't even tried this yet. I have no idea. This is completely experimental. But I saw this recipe and I'm like, ooh, I really need to try that. Need to get a bottle of wine anyway. Is it your time off? Are you finally free now? No more work for a couple days? Oven beats microwave. It's going in the oven. In order to get a Tiger something, it faded away. Wow, they go so fast. Almost. Good. You deserve some time off. You seem to be working a lot. You work a lot. That's good, though. It's good. Activity produces productivity. We talked about that last night, too. 1957-06-1621. 5 nights a week. What night is Friday? That's the big question. Every night is Friday for me. But what night is Friday for you? In order to get a Tiger or similar, do you need a special permit in Nevada? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're governed by the FDA, I believe. Thursday is my Friday. Well, we're going to have a special portal um, broadcast on Thursday. Maybe Thursday will be the portal nights. Yes, actually, Wednesday. I like that. So you're off on Wednesday, but Thursday is your Friday. Or Wednesday is your Friday. Now I'm confused. I'll interview that garage door. Go right ahead. You now are the interviewer. I'm waiting. Old school chops. Right on, old school chops. My days get confused. I work Wednesday night, off Thursday and Friday night. Good. So your Friday is your Friday. But you have to work on Saturday. That must suck. But not until Saturday night. So you have the whole day Saturday to recover from whatever happens Thursday and Friday, if I'm reading that right. I was doing some political work. It's over 100 people registered to vote at Playboy Mansion. Nice. Saturday night, you go back to work. And that's the night shift, the graveyard shift. A Playboy Mansion would be a fun place to vote. Okay. So now we have to move the cord snake. And we're leaving the garage because it's cold now. And when it's nicer, warmer weather, it's easier to stay out here in the garage. But when it's cold like this, it is not fun. Which is why sometimes I break my own rules. Preheat the oven. Oh, good idea. Euphemism. No, 100 people claim Playboy Mansion as their residency to vote. That's funny. I didn't know that. Dingo. Hi, Dingo. How are you? All right. Let's see what we can do here, damage-wise. I'm sure we can do something. All right. I'm on fire. Fireball. Oh, hey, can you guys do me a quick favor? I'm just curious. I never wondered any more about this. Again, if you give me the answer, we'll remove the cheese. I do see Captain. And we'll remove the French bread roll. And we'll take out the dipping sauce. And that provides us just enough room for you to go into the refrigerator. And now you can tell me, does the light go off when you're in the refrigerator? I'm going to close the door now. Now I'm going to open it. So was the light on the whole time or did it go off? I'm curious to know. It's always been a big mystery to me. And hopefully, I'll get the answer here any moment. Okay. I really think we should wash hands. Right? Hand washing is a must. It's off. It does. It goes off. For real? It was off, huh? I didn't know that. Now I know. Now I never have to question it again. Have no idea where these hands have been. And you can never tear a paper towel perfectly. Did you ever know that? Try the button, you silly goose. Try the button? What do you mean, button? What's the button got to do with it? Or was it? Now you guys are messing with me. Like, come on. Did it go off for real? Now I need to know. Okay. So, the fridge button. There's a fridge button. There's a couple fridge buttons, actually. Is that an appropriate temperature to run the refrigerator at? 37 degrees? I'm not sure. I don't see a light button. Oh, on or off? Oh, I don't think I should push that. That might be the entire refrigerator. I don't think I want to do that. But I believe you. I believe that the light went off. I really do. Okay. So these are our ingredients. Oh, these aren't the ingredients though. There's something else that I need to do before I start this. I was just reminded. Man, I've been thinking about this one a long time, and now it's finally coming to fruition. I wonder if I should. Okay, let me let me let me ponder this for a moment. Yep, the moment is done. I know what I need to do. All right, guys, I'm going to reset this broadcast. I'm going to retitle it Mozzarella Balls, and I'm going to come back and we're going to make mozzarella balls, but I got to get a couple things ready first, and then I'll explain in the next scope. Yes, a brand new scope. I'll explain in the next scope exactly what I had to do to get the balls prepped. So if you're not already following me, take this opportunity to follow so you can come back and get notified. When we start this project, you will not be disappointed. I'm back, had to check out your Tinder account. Right on. Good for you.